But when you're truly recovered, you can spit out all the nasty details, because at the end of the day, it's like we've been there, we've done that, and we've recommitted.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Mm-hmm. The thing is, we call it recovery, but it's also rebirth. And when you think about the birthing process, ain't nothing pretty about it. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Bloody. But life comes out of it.
Even as your hair grows, new growth is always ugly. It's always nappy. It's always, but
stink too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not mine.
And you know what, guys? I think about like the biblical characters we have, Paul, David, all these characters we have. What if let's just say, for the next world, what if the Bible that they read, instead of David and Paul, we're the characters in that Bible?
Absolutely.
How would people be able to frame their faith if they read our story? David was a man after God's own heart, but look at his narrative. He was an adulterer. Mm-hmm. He got Bathsheba pregnant and had her husband killed to cover up what he had done. But we still preach, teach, and sing, the Lord is my shepherd.
We do.
Mm-hmm. We still preach, teach, and Psalm 91.
Yeah. And what do people say about pastors who tell narratives like I have? So many people won't even sit in a church because I've told my truth. Mm-hmm. What doctor or surgeon would you go to that never gets sick? What mechanic would you send your car to who's never had car trouble? Every profession, every business or area of expertise, there's going to be some room for the fallacies or something to happen that would discredit from the surface eye that professional or that person. Pastors are human, and pastors make mistakes, but the God in it is how we can use those mistakes as a billboard of opportunity for God to come and to redeem us and to show us the right way to keep us. Now unto him who's able to keep us from falling. That lets you know in just that one passage that falling is always an option. James says, my brother, count it all joy, not if you fall, but when you fall into diverse temptations. You're going to make mistakes, you're going to fall, but you have to get up.
And even though you fall, you're still called.
Yes, sir.
It don't change nothing about that.
Yes, sir. I believe that.
So while you had your time to recover and rehab, you were still called.
Yes, sir.
Ultimately, what I hear is that it forced you to have conversations that you wouldn't have had.
That's right.
It forced your relationship with your wife into what it was supposed to.
That's right.
It really, you got married, but it forced you into a marriage.
Yes, sir.
It's two different things.
And what I'm discovering is the people that have been called to our ministry for real are the people with narratives just like ours. That are looking for someone who would tell them the ugly, ugly truth. They have the maturity to hear it and understand it. But I can't, my son, you've been there before. I can't preach the woman with the issue of blood surface level, or Daniel. And I preach real stuff, raw stuff. And that's the generation that we're in. Not emotionalism, but truth.
Guys, our time is up. We got to go. So we hope to see you at the conversation on March 31st. At 7 p.m. You can follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Your Soul Care Community. This has been enlightening. Thank you so much, Pastor Courtney. We appreciate your transparency and give our love to the entire rehab family.
I sure will. Y'all come see us real soon.
Absolutely. You got my word. Listen.
All right. This has been your Soul Care Companion podcast. Until next time, you guys.
We'll see you later.
Be great. You stop. You guys be great.
Bye-bye.
Wow. We've just heard, I don't want to use a lot of superlatives and say just amazing, but this has been an impactful interview. This is parts 1 and 2 of this particular interview that I think you should listen to over and over again, because it's packed with principles that are going to help you, on your journey. I hope you'll agree with me that this really wasn't about getting the details of his story. It's really to help you identify the details of yours so that you can recover and move on. If you've enjoyed this, then join us on March 31st at 6:30 p.m. for the conversation where we talk about how I survived my scandal. Pastor Jones will be with us along with another special guest. I'm not going to say it at this time, but we will get deeper and deeper into this and talk about surviving a scandal. Some people may call it a scandal, your story, whatever that thing is that may have, traumatized or kind of put your life or your day-to-day at a halt, So we want you to join us for that. Visit www.yoursoulcarecommunity.com for more information and to RSVP. Until next time.
Thank you for listening to your Soul Care Companion podcast with your Soul Care Companions, Marcus and Marion. Stay connected with the Soul Care community at Your Soul Care Community on Instagram and Facebook. And be sure to subscribe to this podcast for all new episodes.